Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. We're about to do a program in which we're doing a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. This is a planetary puja that Dr. Pillai taught to myself and Raja Malloy, Mina's brother, many years ago, and I'm very happy to be sharing it with all of you. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday. Dr. Pillai has explained the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with all of them. In doing the puja, we are inviting their positive blessings to flow into our lives and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using a little blackboard on a side table with the chart drawn in chalk. What you're seeing right now is the chart of today, which is March 24th, 2023, a Friday. The little boxes, the 12 little boxes, are each representing a different zodiac sign. And to do the puja, besides using the chart on the little blackboard, I have some water, I have a lit tea light, I have an incense stick, I have a raisin and a bell, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. I start the puja with sprinkling some water on all four sides of the blackboard chart to purify the space for the puja. I sprinkle some water on top of me, and I sprinkle some water towards space, towards all of you, so that we are all symbolically purified going into the puja. Now, we start the puja with a prayer to Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove all obstacles in the lives of all of the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of your lives. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of you, now and always. Now, we do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atihar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atihar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atihar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we turn our attention to the time elements that are active right now in my local area. We start with the planet that rules the day. Today is Friday, ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus on the blackboard chart. Om Shukraya Namaha, Om Shukraya Namaha, Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. The moment the moon is in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Bharani Namaha, Om Bharani Namaha, Om Bharani Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase, In my area, we are in the 4th waxing moon called Chaturthi in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that's ruling the hour. In my local area, this is Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these time elements, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Vaidriti, which has energies that can be divisive. Vaidriti, Vaidriti, Vaidriti. And the karana that's active right now is one called Vanisha, which has energies that are mercantile. Vanisha, Vanisha, Vanisha. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. Dr. Pillai said we would always start this part of the puja with looking at whatever sign is the ascendant sign, or the one coming up on the eastern horizon. The ascendant sign in my area right now, represented with the letters AC, is in the sign of Pisces. Dr. Pillai said we would start with honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign, and in this case, Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Today in Pisces, we have Neptune, we have the Sun, we have Mercury, and also Jupiter himself. We start with honoring Neptune, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhadrapada, a star that can give blessings towards enlightenment, charity, purification. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who helps to enable us to experience deeper levels of stillness and silence. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now, the Sun and Mercury are both in the same star, so we're going to honor both of them before we invoke the star. I start with the Sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Next, we honor Mercury for being in Pisces. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. The Sun and Mercury are both in a star called Uttara Bhadrapada, a star that can give blessings for business development, according to Dr. Pillai. I put the flower petals across the sun and Mercury. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttarabhajapadaye Namaha. Uttarabhajapada's star is ruled by Ayurbundia, an archetype who can help guard treasures and valuables. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Uttarabhajapada's star is ruled by Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Now we honor Jupiter for being in Pisces. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Revati, a star that can give blessings for wealth and also for travel. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Pushan, an archetype who helps with the care of animals, including those who are caring for the animals and the animals themselves. And also he can help with travelers. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, a zodiac sign that is very transcendental and metaphysical in its energies. Today, containing Neptune, a planet that Dr. Pillai says can help with our intuition and also with helping us to understand our own inner life. And the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for our health and our self-esteem. And Mercury, a planet that helps with communication and with business and with our own sense of humor. And Jupiter, planet of optimism, planet that helps with everything related to spirituality and also can help with anything related to banking or legal matters. We pause for a moment and reflect on all of this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha, or Aries, which today contains Rahu and Venus and the moon and Uranus. We start with honoring Rahu, and I put the flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Ashwini, a star that can give energies for speed and also for healing. I put the flower petals on Rahu on the blackboard chart. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, horse-headed twins who have great healing talents and abilities. They are sometimes even called the physicians to the gods themselves. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Next, we honor Venus. Next, we honor the star that rules, we honor the planet that rules Ashwini star, which is Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Today, Venus, the moon, and Uranus are all in the same star. So we're going to invoke all of them before we invoke the star. I start with Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we honor the moon for being in Aries. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus for being in Aries. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Now we're going to honor the star that Venus, the moon, and Uranus are all in. The star called Bharani, a star that is symbolized as the yoni, represents the female private parts. It's a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or power, or energy. I put the flower petals across Venus, the moon, and Uranus. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. We ask him to help us to be just and merciful towards others, and for there to be justice for everyone on this planet. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Rahu, a planet that can help us with new technologies, and Venus, planet of love and joy, planet that helps with material plane comforts and the arts. The moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and also helps with our intuition and our receptivity to light. And Uranus, a planet that Dr. Pillai says can help with success in life and also with higher intelligence and with astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Mithuna, or Gemini, which today contains Mars. We honor Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Mrgashira, a star that can give us curiosity to be willing to try new things, eat new foods, have fresh adventures, go new places. We put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Mrgashira star is ruled by Soma, a liquefied form of the moon in which he is a divine nectar, the Amrita of immortality. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Mrgashira star is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Gemini, which is Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we pause for a moment and reflect on Mituna or Gemini, a zodiac sign with a great range of energies. To me, Gemini is like martial arts class one night, Shakespeare play the next. It's a great range of different energies. Today it contains Mars, a planet that can give blessings for protection and also can help with healing energies as well. We ask Mars to bless all of those who protect us, the police, the firefighters, the military, first responders, to bless all those who've had a calling to go into those fields, to be protective toward the community. And we ask Mars to be protective towards all of us as well. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign that has a planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. We honor Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, a star that can give divine blessings for independence. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, archetype who rules the wind and the air element, and also is the father of Hanuman. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that has energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. We honor Pluto, and I put the flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttara Ashadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Ashadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Ashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. I put the flower petals on Pluto, and we ask for blessings from all 10 of them. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities so that we have access to them in this incarnation. Capricorn today is containing Pluto, a planet that helps with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. We honor Saturn, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satyabhisha, a star symbolized as an empty circle. This is a star that has great healing energies and is sometimes called 100 physicians. It can also give interest in esoteric subjects. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Satyabhishaye Namaha. Om Satyabhishaye Namaha. Om Satyabhishaye Namaha. Satyabhisha star is ruled by Varuna, the archetype who rules the rains and the oceans. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satyabhisha star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put more flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs today, containing Saturn, a planet that helps with patience and compassion and perseverance. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the blackboard chart that has the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light with the fire to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and also a sweet fragrance, and I circle that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now I ring a bell to offer the element of sound. Dr. Pillai says when bells are rung, it does invoke the divine beings to enter into our realm. Next, I take a raisin, a little fruit to symbolize the earth element, and I circle that in the air above the chart 3 times. Later, I will eat the raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us, and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened laws, enlightened citizens, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for about a minute, and then we will do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining us. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. Right now, if you wish to post questions in the chat, we can do a short Q&A period. Van is saying, I always hear new details in your daily prayer. Thank you. You're welcome for that, Van. It is something where things jump out at me too. As we do the puja, I see new things about the chart, about relationships between planets, etc. It's fresh doing a puja every day, and it does help us to receive these positive blessings from all these divine beings to flow into our lives and into our world. In Sanskrit, the word for astrology is Jyotish, which means light. We're doing this to bring more light into our own lives and also into our world. So happy that it's being illuminating for you. Thank you to Ronnie, who created the video that we used for today. While her computer situation is not fully resolved, she did have a workaround to be able to create a flow-through video for me today so that I didn't have to do the funky stopping the video, changing out the chart, etc. And I'm deeply appreciative for her for doing that. Today being Friday, she does need the Zoom channel in order to prepare for another program that comes up right after this one, the Shrimbrazi community call. So if there are no other questions today or comments, I am going to go ahead and close out today's video so that Ronnie has the opportunity to start setting up for the next call. On Fridays, we're a little bit short on the Q&A period time. Okay, well, I'm wishing all of you a very happy weekend, a blessed week ahead. And again, thank you so much for being here. Namaste. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all.